Today's lesson, graphing in the coordinate plane. The coordinate plane is formed by a horizontal number line called the x-axis and a vertical number line, the y-axis. Each point on the coordinate plane has an address called the ordered pair. The point where the axes cross is called the origin. Its coordinates are 0, 0. The x-coordinate gives the location on the x-axis, and the y-coordinate gives the location on the y-axis. So the x tells you right and left, and the y tells you up and down. To plot a point on the graph, such as 3, -7, first go across to 3, and then down to -7, and plot your point where the two lines would meet. The coordinate grid is split up into quadrants. Quadrant 1 is always a positive x and a positive y, and is in the top right corner of a coordinate graph. We then go counterclockwise around the graph. Quadrant 2 always has a negative x and a positive y. If you were plotting a point in quadrant 2, it would be over to -4 and up to +5. Quadrant 3 is always a negative x and a negative y. This point would be over to -5 and down to -3. Then we have quadrant 4. It always has a positive x with a negative y. A point in this quadrant would be over to 2 and down to -7. Each solution can be represented by a point on the coordinate plane. These points form a line called the graph of the equation. Lines can form in many directions. Vertical lines go up and down. Horizontal lines are across, and diagonal lines are on an angle. We also refer to a y-intercept and an x-intercept. A y-intercept is where your line crosses the y-axis, where an x-intercept is where the same line crosses the x-axis.